Hey folks, my name is Mike Honan. My website is mikehonan.com, and today I want to talk to you about the truth about online business. What is it all about? And we're going to talk about the truth of it. Just start off by asking yourself a question. And I love this question. It really solidifies. Every time I ask myself this question, it brings everything back together. Ask yourself the question, in 1 year, do I want to be in the same place that I am now? And you're asking yourself that. I ask myself this question. In 1 year, where do I want to be in my life? Do I want to be where I am now? Or do I want something more? Do I want something different? Am I willing to put in the effort, the focus that it's going to take to start something new and fresh and maybe just kind of go in a totally different direction? So when you answer that question and you go, no way, I don't want to be in the same place. I want to be in a completely different place in 1 year from today. That's a great question. It just keeps me focused, and I continue to focus on that question. And the answer is always the same with me. Look, I like where I am now in one sense, but I want to get a hold of what I'm doing and focus on that goal. And the goal is, for me, achieving a whole new level of success in my life. And so my focus is on my goals, and I'm looking over, and you know what, here's the thing, there's always obstacles in our way. You know, I mean, stuff pops up day to day, life issues, family, all kinds of stuff's always popping up. So you got to keep that goal in focus. And once the obstacles come up, if you're focused on that goal, you'll move around them, climb over them, you know, you'll make the effort to accomplish, you know, the success of your vision. You know, focusing on that vision, you'll do it. But anyway, what about online business? I think the first thing you have to do is you really need to invest and have a little bit of investment capital. You don't need it in the learning phase, because you can learn a lot about stuff. There's a lot of great YouTube videos and information out there. You can kind of get your feet under you, but really you're going to need some money if you're going to really attack the market, really attack the online market. You're going to need some money for, you know, a web page, autoresponder, just basic stuff, you know, not a ton. It's not like starting a franchise where you have to spend $50,000, but you're going to need some money, a monthly nut of at least, I would say at the bare minimum, I mean, this is my experience, about $200 or $300 a month. That's just bare minimum to get some training. Not so much the training, but just get the implements that you're going to need for the website, for your autoresponder. Some of that stuff you can get free, and you can get some free trials. Short term, I know MailChimp's free for autoresponder, and you know, there is some free stuff out there. So there are some free things, but you're going to need some money to buy a few things, whether you're going to be doing videos. You may need a little bit of equipment. You can start with your cell or your smartphone. You can do videos right off there. So there's some ways you can cut corners, but you're going to need a little bit of money. Everything takes a little bit of money. And if you're not going to need a little bit of money right up front, you're going to need a little bit of money later on. So just make sure you have a little bit of money to invest in the business. I think the other thing is, you're really going to need, it's going to take a while to get your head wrapped around all the things you're going to need to do to start an online business. Even if you're starting a business offline, say you want to start a brick and mortar store, which takes a lot more of an investment, honestly. I have 4 of them. You're really going to have to get some, you know what I mean? There's a lot of information there. I recommend, listen, I can tell you what I'm doing, and the reason why I recommend it is you can figure all this stuff out for yourself. There's nothing on the internet that you can't figure out, and there's information to point you in the right direction, but you're going to have to work to get everything that needs to be done. It's all on you. Discipline, you're going to have to, this is not going to come free. Is it hard in the sense of like digging a ditch, exhaustion, that kind of hard? No, it's not hard like that, but it is hard. You're going to have to change. Believe me, your brain's going to play tricks on you. Oh, this isn't worth it. Oh, what's the point? So you're going to have to work up front and build like an infrastructure in your online business. And it takes time, it takes a lot of work. It's not going to take 20 hours a day, but it's going to take some time. I put in a good 3-4 hours a day in my online business. You don't have to. What I'm saying is you can build it as slow or as fast as you want. I'm able to put in 3 or 4 hours. I'm in a place where I can do that. Not everybody can. Put in as much as you can, whether that's 2-3 hours a week, 4 hours a week, but stick with it. Be consistent. You've got to be consistent. Consistency is key. You know, if you're going to be building an email list, it's not going to happen overnight. It takes time to build up, to capture those emails. It's going to take time to set up your business, set up your website, get everything connected, get everything done, get your email autoresponders. Is it going to take, it may take you, took me a month to get set up. Just to kind of get over the certain hurdles. I really recommend you go with a system. What a system does is a system has a lot of those components in place, the technical end, the components, autoresponders. They have a lot of those parts in place and they get you plugged in. Still takes a little time, but nowhere near if you were just going to try to figure it out on your own, unless you're some sort of, there are that small percentage that are total whizzes. You're not going to be watching this video anyway. You're already up there doing it. But for the rest of us, it took me time to figure it out. I honestly kicked around this idea for about a year until I joined a system. And once I got in the system, I was up and running within 30 days. That's the difference. I sat around for a year and twiddled my thumbs trying to figure out stuff for myself. It didn't work. I did buy into smaller, inexpensive programs that gave me part of the information, but I didn't get all of the information. And so really a system brings you into that. Listen, I'm going long here. I didn't mean to go quite this long, but I guess what I'm saying is with a system, they have a built-in help, a community of people. Usually they have a Facebook page, like the one I'm part of has a Facebook page. They've got a community of people that are already involved. They're helping one another. You've got some support. If you have questions, you can get on there and get support. You can get a mentor if you want a mentor, or a coach. You can get a coach if you need a coach. You can get these things that are already built in, already in place. It's going to take time. It's going to take work. And the more help you have, the more guidance you have, it is going to make all the difference. They can't do the business for you, but they definitely help, and they can help you overcome those hurdles that you would normally face by yourself. They can't do the work for you. You have to do the work, but they can get the components in place and do a lot of the stuff that normally would hang you up, and you wouldn't even get to a point where you're doing the work. So that's my take on it. Listen, folks, if you like what you're hearing, give me a shout. Come to my webpage, MikeHonan.com. Leave your name and email. I'll get back to you with an email, and I'll get back to you with alerts for information and stuff that I'm doing, freebies that I'm giving away. Go ahead and do that. I hope you guys have a great day. Adios, amigos.